Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Welcome to Bordertown, New Stories and Poems of the Borderlands. Edited by Ellen Kushner and Holly Black. Performed by MacLeod Andrews, Cassandra Campbell, Ellen Kushner, and Holly Black.
Introduction, Holly Black. Read by Holly Black. Anyone writing urban fantasy today owes a debt to Terri Windling. When Terri created the original Borderlands series of shared world stories, there was nothing else like it. The first two volumes, Borderland and Bordertown, came out in 1986 and created a city where the capricious and dangerous elves of folklore, even if they called themselves something else, walked around in leather jackets, drank alongside human artists and poets at bars, and most importantly, existed in a world that wasn't long ago and far away. Bordertown was always close by, just around a corner, the place you could run away to if you dared. I was a college student when I read the books for the first time, and they cracked wide open my sense of what you could do in fantasy. Reading about Bordertown was the first time I saw people like me in speculative fiction, messed up kids making messed up choices. I couldn't be a magician's apprentice or a pig keeper who might or might not be a king's son, or a princess with a prophecy hanging over my head. But I could, maybe, somehow, be part of a community of artists who loved magic. It was more than the idea of folklore mixed with contemporary life that compelled me. I was also drawn in by the idea that all these writers knew one another. They were friends. Even their characters were friends. They wrote stories together and left clever references to each other in their work. And that created in me a longing for something I didn't even know I could have. I could someday be a writer and have writer friends, and we could tell stories together. From the first time I read the books, I knew that was what I wanted, to be part of a community of artists. It was the dream of that life that propelled me into and through college, through endless writing and rewriting of my first novel, through introducing myself to other writers. It was Bordertown that inspired me to see the mythic and strange in the detritus and mundane trappings of the modern day. When Ellen Kushner asked me to co-edit this anthology with her, I was thrilled. And when Terri Windling gave us her blessing, along with lots of good advice, plus the promise to write an introduction, we were off and running. We set about gathering together as many friends of Bordertown as we could. We knew that other readers of those original books had grown up to be writers themselves.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?